Assalamu alaikum. This video lesson is by AppSex Online Sport Program. My name is Rafi Ahad and I am from APSNC for Girls Multan. I teach Geography to grade 6 and this video lesson is regarding week 10 assignment. Today we'll be continuing chapter number 5 of our book, that is People and Places Around the World, specifically Norway. The objective for today's lesson is we'll be able to learn about the language, culture, food and lifestyle of the people of Norway. As we all know that each part of the world has its own culture. Now let's see that how different parts of the world are recognized by the help of their distinct culture. Each culture has its own language, which is a way we talk and communicate with each other. All cultures have their own traditional clothing. Traditional clothing represents who we are. Culture have their own values, friendships, including education. It also includes religion, food, and sports. Norway is home of two official languages, Norwegian and Sami. 69.9% of the population of Norway follows Christianity. Talking about the cultural values of Norway. Much of the cultural values of Norway can be traced back to the Vikings, a group of Scandinavian pirates, traders, and pioneers that settled in northern Europe in the 8th century. Now I would request you to keep your notepad, pencil, pen, and highlighter with you, because we are going to watch the video about the culture, language, food, and lifestyle of the people of Norway. Don't forget to note down the important points that you find in this video.
Norway plays a huge role in what it means to be Northern European, and when you look at it on the map, you'll see that it's fascinating how well they've developed the civil infrastructure from a rugged, half-frozen peninsula. Oh, and there's a town called Hell. First of all, the country, which kind of looks like the shape of a spoon, is located in Northern Europe in the region known as Scandinavia, just above the North Sea, bordering mostly Sweden to the east, Finland in the far north, and even a small sliver of Russia at the very end. This effectively means that Norway goes even further east than Finland and gets the entire Arctic coast from their neighbors, sharing the Barents Sea with Russia. Apart from that, Norway has some overseas territories as well, two of which are in the Arctic Circle, the Svalbard archipelago with only about 3,000 people, mostly in the largest town Longyearbyen, and the uninhabited Jan Mayen Island, which was actually kind of traded with the UK for these islands and Canada in like 1930 when Canada was still British. Weird trade-off, but okay. After that, they have two dependent territories, the Antarctic areas of Peter I Island and Bouvet Island, way down south, neither of which are permanently inhabited, and they also claim a portion of Antarctica known as Queen Maud Land. Going back to the mainland though, the country is currently, as of 2019, divided into 17 counties, or fylker, plus the unincorporated area of Svalbard, which, by the way, holds the northernmost permanently inhabited settlement in the world, with a population around 40 in the winter and 120 in the summer. The thing is, in 2020, the country will merge some of these counties into 11 regions. Already, North and South Trondelag have merged, and the final result in 2020 will look like this. The country's largest city and capital is Oslo, located in the southeast.
Norwegian food is known for being either really nice, warm, and cozy, or straight up disgusting. They love their fish. You have some interesting fish dishes like lutefisk and rockfisk. Some other dishes include things like various types of porridge, pickled herring, kumla, reindeer made in various ways, meatballs in brown sauce, krumkake, brown cheese, these Christmas dishes, and the national dish fårikål. However, if you ask a Norwegian, they might tell you the new national dish of Norway is tacos.
Language-wise, Norway actually has two official languages, Norwegian and Sami, the language of the minority northern indigenous peoples that have lived in the frigid regions for millennia. The Norwegian language, however, is kind of confusing though, because it kind of has two different writing systems that everybody must learn in school, Nynorsk and Bokmål. And today, the Danish-style Bokmål is still used by about 85% of the population. Weird side note, the word ha can mean almost anything in Norway. For example, ha. Ha? Ha! Ha! Speaking of which, like many of their other neighbors, Norwegians have 13 years of school, graduating at age 19. Norway has lots of different dialects. Here are some of you guys, the Norwegian geographers, explaining.
På standard norsk ville jeg sagt hvordan, men i Ålesundsområdet ville jeg sagt hvordan.
Hey, my name is Talina.
In standard Norwegian, you might say våres, but in Egersund area, you say okkas.
In the west, you could say gysna løyer, and in the north, maybe korarti.
Norway is a land loaded with tradition and folklore. Many of you have already heard of things like trolls and elves, but there's also scary beings like the Huldra, Nattmara, and the Nuken. Pretty much all Norwegians are outdoorsy people. Hiking and cross-country skiing are national pastimes hands down. Almost everyone owns some kind of Mari sweater, made of wool with traditional patterns knitted onto the upper parts, usually in the national colors of red, white, and blue. Many Norwegians own small cabins in the woods, and they actually like to brag about how bad their cabins can be. As in how technologically disconnected they are, with the least amenities. No Wi-Fi, no electricity, no plumbing. You're hardcore. The Nobel Peace Prize is also awarded in Oslo every year. In Norway, everyone's income and wealth is on public record, mostly. But for what it's worth, the nation does this to help prevent tax evasion. And finally, we cannot skip the bunads. These are traditional costumes of Norway that come in so many different varieties based on the region and town you are from. They are mostly worn for special occasions, especially for May 17th, the country's national day, where they march to the castle in Oslo.
Dear students, your task for week 10 assignment is that you're supposed to make the video about the food, lifestyle, language, and culture of the people of Pakistan. Once you're done with making a video, do share it with your respective subject teacher, and don't forget to share it with your friends as well. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.